Right. So Microsoft SQL or MS SQL or MS SQL Server database administration. Okay. So once again, I would like to welcome all for this session. I think already you are familiar with me. Myself is Mr. Karim Sayed. So having almost all 20 years experience, okay, in different IT technologies, okay, but mostly from last 12 to 15 years, I am with SQL Server plus cloud computing technologies. Right now, like working as a specialist database administrator, so managing different teams, including MySQL, Arkill also. Okay, so we'll start with right now. I came at client location. Okay, so here in UAE. So maybe I will return back after 2 3 months to India. Okay, no problem. We'll start the session. Already I have discussed as part of this course, we have seen that I will share you daily recordings. Okay, so as well as I will share you the soft copy material so that you can go through it. Means what I have written one book on SQL Server administration. The same book chapters I will share you. Okay, module wise. Okay, in the same way, that's to share as part of this course daily recorded sessions I will share you. Means what we'll upload these sessions in one of our website. You can go through those classes online. Means the sessions or the recordings will be there for 6 months after completion of the course. So they are there till 6 months. Okay, you can go through that at any time. In the same way, I will share you the class notes. I will share you. Means already have written, already have said, no, I have prepared the material. So that material copy I will share you. Okay, chapter wise or module wise material copy I will share you. So that what I am discussing here, same copy is there. You can go through that copy. Okay, right. The same way, I will share you FAQs and scenarios. Means regular scenarios. I will share you common scenarios. Means what tomorrow, once we start working as a DBA, what are the common issues we are facing daily? Okay, like disk space issues, performance related issues. Okay, CPU related issues. Okay, so blocking, deadlocks. Okay, so like job failures. So maintenance, all these maintenance related issues, common issues. The scenarios already have written. I will share you those scenarios. Okay, so that it will be easy for you tomorrow while working in the organization. Okay, right. As well as here, like I will share you some extra material also, especially regularly used scripts. Scripts are very, very important for us. Okay, so while working as a DBA, remember, scripts are very, very important for us. Means what you want to see currently any blocking sessions are there in the server. Okay, any deadlock sessions are there, which queries are consuming more CPU, okay, which queries are taking more memory. Okay, so yeah, so for those things here, to check what disk space related information, So index related information, those queries are important for us. Compulsory, remember, as a DBA, we have to maintain these scripts always with us. Okay, without scripts here, it is very difficult to work with in any organization. That's why regularly used scripts I will share you tomorrow while working. It will be easy for us, like T-SQL scripts. Okay, so many scripts are there. I will share you these scripts. Okay, regularly used scripts. Right. In the same way, scripts are nothing but what? Commands. Right. In the same way, our team will share you the sample resume. Okay, so that you can prepare by your own. Okay, resume you can prepare by your own. You can upload. You can start attending the interviews. Right. So I will share my WhatsApp number also. Uh, so that whenever while practicing, if you are getting any issues while practicing, so you can contact me, okay, on WhatsApp. So here, like in right now, I'm in UAE, Dubai location. Here, generally, WhatsApp calling is not allowed, but message, you can send me WhatsApp message. For calling, here we have some other apps are there, like both in some apps are there. So if want to call, we can discuss through that app. No need to worry. Okay. Later we'll see those things. No need to worry. Means if any doubts are there in future, okay. So means after listening the class, if any doubts are there, you can send me message. Right. These are see like what is what as part of our course, right? So what are the prerequisites are there set to work as a DBA, means SQL Server DBA? See, there are no specific prerequisites to work as a SQL Server DBA, but if you have knowledge of T-SQL, T-SQL basics knowledge means what? Like how we are working with what commands, especially how we are working with select command. Okay, so indexes, stored procedures, what is primary key? Okay, what is foreign key? So that basic T-SQL knowledge is required. I will share you 4 to 5 hours recordings on basic T-SQL so that you can go through those recordings. Okay, if you don't have T-SQL knowledge, no need to worry. I will share you 4 to 5 hours basics classes recordings. Okay, the same way we need Windows basics knowledge is required for us. Means Windows basics means Windows server knowledge. Okay, so what is Active Directory? Okay, what is IP address? What is private IP? What is public IP? What is local user? What is domain user? Okay, so yeah, that knowledge is required for us actually to work while working in the organization. Okay, that in the same way, like to implement some features in SQL Server, like SQL Server clustering. Okay, SQL Server always on. So we need actually Windows cluster is required for us. Okay, I will share you the recordings how to build the Windows cluster so that even in your laptop you can practice. Let's remember, coming to practice directly, you can download SQL Server software in your laptop. You can start practicing initially. Later, to practice clustering and always on, okay, I will share you the recordings. Look how to build the Windows cluster in real time. Remember, Windows cluster creation is not our job, it is Windows team job. But here while practicing, you can create the Windows cluster also in your laptop so that you can practice SQL cluster and always on. With any virtualization software, like generally with VMware, we can create share cluster in our laptop. Okay, means what? We can create multiple machines like this. Okay, so one domain controller. Okay, one server means multiple server, server 1, server 2, or generally we'll call these as nodes. Okay, you can build like this setups here in your laptop for practice purpose. We can use Oracle Virtual Box or VMware Workstation, anything we can use here, Microsoft Hyper-V. Any virtualization softwares you can use, you can build the cluster actually. Already have said in real time, Windows cluster creation is not our job. Okay, so it is our Windows team job, but just for practice purpose, you can create in your laptop. Okay, so that you can practice. Just remember, we need multiple machines actually like this. Okay, that I will share you the recording. You can create it by your own. Already have said if anything is required, I will provide you assistance while creating Windows related. Okay, right. These are the two major prerequisites are there. The same way, if you have knowledge of PowerShell, PowerShell is their Windows programming language actually. If you have knowledge, then it is added advantage, not compulsory. Okay, right. These two are the major prerequisites for us. Right. So let's say we'll start with as a database administrator. As a database administrator, what we are doing in the organization. Okay, what are our daily activities are there? Okay, how we are working in the organization. Just I will go through briefly. Okay, so many things are there. Some points we can't understand now. Okay, that's why I will go step by step. No need to worry. Okay, so I don't want to make you confused today itself. Okay, so why? Because some concepts may be there today we may not understand, means after sometimes we can understand. Okay, so that's why what I will do, I will go through that one by one. Okay, right, right. Okay, so let's say in general, sir, as a database administrator, not only SQL Server DBA, it may be Oracle DBA or MySQL DBA, any DBA. Remember, our job is maintenance. Very, very important point. We have to understand. Our job is maintenance. Okay, database and database server maintenance is our job. Clear, right? Database and database server maintenance is our jobs here as a DBA. That's remember, we are not programmers, we are not testers, we are not developers, we are maintenance people. We have to understand. That is the reason. Remember today, like yeah, recession maybe there are some projects are not coming. No need to worry for us. Why? Because whatever the existing projects are there, okay, whatever the existing DB servers are there, those servers we are going to maintain. Maintenance job. That's why once you enter in the organization, once you work for 6 months, okay, then it will be easy for us to work with. Okay, so that's remember, like once again, maximum things what we'll do, what we are going to perform as part of day-to-day activity, all those things I will try to cover in this course. But it's not meaning that after this course once you enter in the organization, you can't do, you can do 100% activities. It's not means while working also you have to learn something. Otherwise, what is the difference is there with direct fresher or experienced people? So, but we have to understand here as part of this course, most of the daily activities means daily issues, or we can say regular issues. Okay, I will cover in this course. No need to worry. Okay, right, right. That's remember as a database administrator. Remember database and database server maintenance, okay, is our main jobs here. Database and DB server. DB server means our SQL server, for example, like Oracle server, Sybase server, MySQL server, like this here. Databases are nothing but already we know, right? Database is a collection of related data like sales database, HR database, inventory database, right? All these are databases. But our SQL Server, Oracle, Sybase, DB2, MySQL, PostgreSQL, all these are not databases. These are database management systems, right? Or DBMS products, relational database management systems through which we are managing databases. Okay, that's why remember our job is maintenance. Maintenance. Okay, that's why as part of database and database maintenance regularly here, what we'll do, monitoring and troubleshooting is our jobs here. Daily activity. Daily activities are what? Monitoring and troubleshooting. Okay, suppose let's say actually say like 100 servers are there, 200 servers are there, 500 servers are there. Okay, so how we know in which server memory usage is very high, in which server performance issues are there, in which server jobs are failing, in which server blocking issues are there, in which server disk space related issues are there, how we know? For that purpose here, we'll use some monitoring tools. Monitoring tools. That monitoring tool will send us email automatically. Okay, suppose in one server, CPU utilization is above 90%. Okay, automatically we'll get email notification. Let's say in my team, 10 DBAs are there. Anyone who is free, he will start working with that issue. Okay, he will connect to that server. He will check why CPU utilization is above 90%, how much our SQL is using, which queries are causing this problem. Okay, so he will start investigating. For example, I am saying, okay, that's why remember monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular activity, daily activity as a DBA. Okay, so what are the major responsibilities are there? I will summarize that. Before summarizing major responsibilities, how the working environments are there, we'll see one time. Means how we are working as a DBA in real time. We'll see one small picture. I will show you, means diagram, so that it will be easy for us to follow our course in detail. Okay, so that's, you feel free to ask any questions are there in the chat. You can type any questions. Okay, once you register, those people who are interested to go with the course, once you register, so our team will provide you my WhatsApp number also. Okay, already have said only message you can do. You can't call me here right now. I'm in UAE. Okay, so yeah. Later, once I come back to India, maybe after 2, 3 months, you can call me directly. Or we have some other apps are there here. I will provide you that app for calling purpose. Okay, right, right. Okay, so I think are we are all we are in the same page, right? Means same page means we are following, right? Any confusion is there? Please type in the chat panel if any confusion is there. Okay, so yes, Shashir, Rohit, Raghav, any questions are there? Anything is there? Srinivas, Sweta, Venkat. So yeah, please type in the chat panel just to avoid disturbance in the recording. After like 1, 2 classes, we'll talk directly, or at the end of the session, we'll talk directly if any questions are there. Okay, so please type in the chat panel. Venkanna, any questions are there? Please type in the chat panel. I will try to answer immediately. No need to worry. Okay, so at the end, today only, at the end of the class, I will unmute. Okay, we can talk. But regularly in our regular sessions, you can unmute directly. You can talk also. No need to worry. Okay. Right, right. Yeah, Venkanna, if any question is there, please type in the chat panel. Okay, otherwise, at the end of the session, we'll talk. Okay, no need to worry. Right. Okay. So, how we learn effectively? I mean, just remember, like daily, we have to go through the recordings. After the class, go through the recordings, parallelly practice. Okay. So once you practice, you will get very high confidence. Then you can attend for interviews. That is enough for us. Why? Because most of the regular scenarios I will cover in the class itself. Okay, how to handle what CPU related issues, memory related issues, okay, blocking scenarios, disk space related, common scenarios, all the common scenarios I will cover here. No need to worry. Okay, right, right. Okay, so check here, like just I will show you how we are working as a DBA, just to get overall idea in a organization how we are working as a DBA. For example, say this is my DBA's team is there here. Okay, so let's say we have 8 members DBA team is there. For example, in the DBA team will have team members are there, team lead is there, for example, and manager is there. Different roles. Team members, team lead, manager. Okay, just a hierarchy we have to understand. Our manager is there, for example, SQL team manager. Team lead is there, for example. Now we have members, for example, member 1, our DBA team, member 2, member 3, something like this here. Just hierarchy we have to understand. Okay, yeah, listen very carefully. These points are very, very important for us while working in the organization. See, I can start with SQL Server. I can show you this is installation, that is this one. But environment related things are very, very important for us. Okay, so that's why tomorrow, why I'm saying you once you work for 6 months, why? Because to get the complete environment information, so we need at least 3 to 6 months. Then means to whom we have to raise the mail, which is the Windows team, which is storage team. Okay, so those things are important for us. Knowledge is important for us. But see, our team hierarchy is like this. Team members are there. Our team lead is there, for example, like our senior DBA, and managers are there. Right, right. Okay, so this is our DBA team. Right. Okay. Now here we have different servers are there. Means suppose let's say 200 servers are there, for example. Okay, so for example here these are our servers are there. In general, remember again in, or we can say application. So many applications are there in the organization. For example, if we take SBI or HDFC or something here, we have different applications, right? HDFC, they have their own website, as well as they have their own apps, as well as internal, who are the employees of HDFC who are working in the branches. They will also work with some applications, right, internally. Yes. So like I said, various applications will be there actually. Every client has different applications. Okay. For every application, remember, we have application servers are there. Just I will put in the back side, application servers are there, plus our DB servers are there. For example, right? Means application server means where the front end part is maintained, like .NET application, Java application, PHP application, Android, iOS, some app or application. These are what application servers, for example. These are our DB servers, database servers, right? So that's, remember, applications are there in which one machine, databases are there in different machines. Okay, these are your application servers. These are our DB servers, which are backend servers, where our SQL Server is installed, where we are maintaining the databases as a DBA. That means what we have to understand here, our DB servers we are managing, right? As a DBA team, we are managing these DB servers. But who will manage this application servers? That's why to manage this application server, we have application team. Okay, we have application team is there to manage what? Application servers. For example, let's say 500 applications are there. Maybe there may be 10 teams, 20 teams. Why? Because same team can manage 5-10 applications. Okay, application team. I think we are following, right? This is organization is there, some company is there, BSNL is there, or Airtel is there, or HDFCbank.com is there, or I say any organization. Organization has what? Multiple applications. Okay, check your application team is it. In application team also will have same hierarchy. Suppose let's say these three applications are handled by one team, for example, one team. Other 5 .NET applications are handled by another team, like this here. Multiple teams may be there. Different applications are handled by different team members, different teams. Okay, again same thing. In application team also we have manager is there, team lead is there, team members are there. In general hierarchies here, this is. Okay, right, right. So let's say this team one is managing these 3 applications, 3 Java applications, 3 .NET applications, for example. Okay, and one more important point we have to understand here. These 3 applications are managed by this team 1. Okay, these are our Java developers, for example, Java team, something, who are managing these 3 applications, Java applications, for example. Okay, okay, for these 3 applications, okay, one team is there, Okay, where we have team members. Same almost all. And for these three applications, okay, again remember one more important point is that generally we'll have something called AO, application owner, AO, application owner. Application owner means it's not meaning that company owner. Suppose tomorrow you are working with Amazon. Let's say you are handling 5 Amazon applications. You are the owner of that 5 Amazon applications. It's not meaning that application owner means Amazon. It's not meaning that Amazon owner. Amazon owner is different. So here application owner means who is responsible for these 5 applications. Means in these 5 applications, either in front end part or back end part, anything if you want to perform either in front end part or back end part, we'll do in our back end part. Just anything if you need to perform, this application owner approval is compulsory. Okay, application owner, again in the application owner they may have one team also. Okay, either directly application owner will respond or his team member will respond. That means what I am saying, tomorrow let's say in our database servers you want to apply some service pack, for example. Okay, tomorrow in this database server you want to perform some changes. Okay, you want to reschedule some jobs. Okay, anything if you want to perform in these database servers, compulsory we have to inform to the application owner, or we have to take application owner approvals. Clear we are following or any confusion is there? We are following, right? We are in the same page, I think. Harish, I think you have joined just now. Kiran, we are in the same page. Srinivas, we are following or any confusion? Vinay, Sweta, we are following. Shiva Shankar, thank you, Vinay. Yeah, Venkat Reddy, we are following, right? Rohit, if any questions are there, feel free to type in the chat panel. I can repeat 10 times also, no need to worry. Okay, yeah. So by because concepts, these points are very, very important. Nobody will teach you all these things. Environment related, nobody will teach you. Directly we can start with SQL Server. I can show you installation. But tomorrow to discuss some scenarios, real-time scenarios, this knowledge is compulsory for us. What is application? Who is application owner? Like application team is there. Okay, so these points are very, very important for us tomorrow while working in the organization or even to follow our course. That's why I'm saying again and again, if anything is there. Yeah, yes, Venkana, thank you very much. So if anything is there, like, okay, you have to ask immediately. If any simple question, any complex question, maximum in 99% I will try to answer. I have some good knowledge. Yeah, I will try to answer. Okay, so once again, remember, I will not ask you opposite question. You tell me this, then I will tell you this. Okay, that will not be there. That's why I'm saying if any question is it, tomorrow you are asking, today you are asking one question, After 2-3 days also you are repeating same question. I will again I will answer. I will not say you ask already. Don't ask like this. Yeah, that such type of opposite questions will not be there. No need to worry. Okay. Right, right. Okay, thank you very much, Venkana. Yes, yes. Why? Because what we are doing, what are the different teams are there? Who is application owner? What is the meaning of application owner? All these are important for us. Okay, that's why. Yeah. Then let's see application team also remember if they want to do something here. Okay, they have to take approval from application owner. If any changes they need to do in the application, they will take their manager approval plus application owner approval. Here also remember, if I want to do something as a DBA here, I want to create a new table or I want to create a index, for example, in our database server. We need to take application owner approval plus my manager approval. See here. Okay, let's say I'm a team member. So that's why remember majorly two approvals are compulsory for us. Okay, application owner approval to do something in the database. For example, tomorrow, my manager approval. Okay, after that, I can do something in our database servers. Clear, right? Yes, yes. Okay. So, suppose let's say tomorrow this application team is asking to create a new user in our database. Okay. Application team, they want one new user with some permissions in our database server. Okay. New user, for example, scenario I'm saying. Yeah, I can talk, Venkana, no need to worry. Okay, Telugu, Hindi, English, Urdu. Okay, almost all. Okay, yes. Okay, understood, right? Like here, suppose tomorrow I want to, tomorrow's here application team is asking create a user in the database and grant him this permission. Application team is asking create a user in the database and grant him these permissions. We can start immediately creation or we can't create immediately. We can't create, already we know, right? Yes. So first what he will do, like what user he wants to create. So he'll fill one form. Actually, generally remember our DBA team will have some templates, actually some forms actually. Suppose they want one new user here in our database with respective permissions. We'll share one form to the application team. You fill this form. Means what? In that form, we have server name, database name, user name, what permissions. Okay, he will fill the form. After filling the form, we'll ask him to get application owner approvals. He will ask application owner, I want to create this user here for this purpose. Once application owner approve it, application owner will say, okay, you can go ahead, for example. Then what is the next step? Means actually this member is asking to create a user in our database server actually. Means he will take his manager approval. Okay. So he will take the application owner approval, for example. Then he will send the request to our team. Let's say as a team member, I will create immediately user and I will grant permission or I need any approvals or in or Raghav, I need any approvals or AO approvals are there. I can go ahead, or I need any approvals. Sweta, Vinay, understood, right? Front end part team, they want some user actually in our database server. Okay, with some select permission on some tables. For example, they have taken their manager approval plus application owner also has approved. Okay, you can go ahead. You can create. Then I can create as a team member, or any other approvals are required for me. Shashi, you can use chat panel. You can type wrong also, no problem. We are learning only, right? No need to worry. When you are answering wrong, no problem. But just for yeah, for yeah, communication. Yeah, just I am asking the questions in the middle, just to for interactivity purpose. Correct, correct. Srinivas is saying our DBA manager, or if manager is not available, at least our team lead, or who means like suppose if manager is on vacations, okay, so he will yeah, appoint someone, okay, so who can approve, for example, he will delegate. The manager role is delegated to team lead. For example, he will approve. For example, yes, yes, our team permission, its meaning. Correct, correct. See, this is very, very important. Nobody will teach you in class one itself. Okay. So, yeah, these processes, remember, processes are very, very important in your organization. Technically, you are not so much good, no problem. You will learn tomorrow. Today, you don't know. In the interview, also, I will see that today means in the interview, you are not doing very well in the technical side, no problem. You can learn tomorrow, right? Why? Because our procedures may be different, but these procedures following is very, very important in real time. Compulsory, we have to follow these procedures. Means that's why once you enter in the organization, there will be KT program, knowledge transfer. KT means knowledge transfer program. In that they will discuss all these points once again. What is P1 ticket, P2 ticket, all those things they will discuss. One last point in this diagram, one last point I have to show you. Uh, vendors. Last point here, another important point, vendors. Vendors means, for example, hdfcbank.com website is there. sbi.com website is there. That website is managed. Maintenance is done by our this application team. Maintenance. These people are not website developers actually. These people are maintenance people. Maintenance people. Okay, means tomorrow any look and feel they wants to change, any errors are there, they will do maintenance, actually application maintenance. But that hdfcbank.com, sba.com web complete application is there, right? Front end and back end, application part and DB part, that is developed by the vendors. Vendor is nothing but what? Developers. Means this application developer. Okay, this is my, already have said HDFC Bank, for example, my company, for example. So the HDFC app or HDFC application means front end and back end are developed by the vendor. For example, vendor is there here, TCS. Okay, TCS has developed this application, both front end part and back end part. Developed, develop, but not maintenance. Maintenance is done by our team. Okay, so One application is developed by TCS, one application is developed by HC. Like these are the vendors actually, means software companies we have to understand. My company is also there, FRR IT Services. Okay, so we have developed some applications for some African countries like Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia. Okay, so Ministry of Education related applications we have developed actually in last, I think, 4 or 5 years back. Yeah, means we are the vendors for this Ministry of Education and Higher Education, Puntland, state of Somalia. Somalia, we know, right? Poor country, but these NGOs are there, right? Today, like Save the Children, okay, UNICEF, okay, World Vision. So many NGOs are there who are working to develop their education. They are supporting actually through funds. Okay, so through this NGOs, yeah, they will develop the projects. Actually, they have implemented some projects. Okay, so in 2018, 3 years back, we developed one project for this client. Actually, still we are doing maintenance. Front end part is .NET, back end is SQL Server. This is me. So I'm presenting the application to one of a central minister. He is the state minister, education. He is the central minister. Means when I was in the state ministry office, central minister visited, just I explained the same project to him. This is me. Okay, so yeah, so means what here we have developed the application, means we are the vendors actually. Understood, right? Vendors are nothing but we have to understand developers. Vendors are what? Developers who has developed the application front end part. Its meaning. Okay, so that's like yeah, we have to understand what is the meaning of what vendor. Clear, right? What is the meaning of vendor? Clear for all people. Vendors are nothing but what? Developers of this application. That's why remember, tomorrow, suppose if any huge performance issues are there. Okay, so those things, remember, we have to troubleshoot. By our own, we can't troubleshoot. We have to troubleshoot with the help of vendors. Means we'll ask our AO to contact to the vendors. We'll have meeting with the vendor. Then we'll try to troubleshoot some of the issues. For example, let's say I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade from SQL Server 2012 SQL Server 2012 to 2019 or 2017 or 2016. Remember, our latest version is that SQL Server 2019 version. We have 2017, 2016, 2014, like so many versions are there. Once again, in an organization, we have to work with multiple versions. We are not going to work only with 19 or 17. We have to work with multiple versions. For example, one scenario is there. I want to upgrade. See here. I want to upgrade yeah, one of a server from SQL Server 2012. SQL Server 2012 yeah, support is already going to finish in this June actually. Okay, even extended support was there, that is also going to finish in this year June. Okay, after that there will be no support from Microsoft. Okay, that's why we have to upgrade to higher version like 16, 2019, 2017, any higher version. How we can decide by our own, our as a DBA, we can decide that we'll go with 2019, 2016. We can decide by our own, or vendor has to decide. We have to upgrade to 16 or 17 or 19. Who is going to decide to which version we need to upgrade? We can decide by our own, we'll upgrade to 2019 and we'll take approval from application owner. We can go ahead, or we have to ask application owner to which version we have to upgrade. Actually, remember, we have to ask application owner to which version we have to upgrade, 16 or 17 or 19. We have to ask to the application owner. This application owner will ask to the vendor. Okay, why? Because this application can work with 16, 17, 19. That our vendor knows, right? They have developed the application. Vendor knows. That's why we'll submit the request to application owner that this 2012 support is going to expire. So we need to upgrade. Then application owner will talk to the vendor. Our DBA team is saying like this: to which version we can upgrade. Your application is compatible with which version. For example, vendor will say that, okay, my application is compatible with 2017. For example, SQL Server 2017. Then application owner will communicate with our team. We can upgrade to 2017, for example. Then we'll check some other parameters licensing that we'll see in upgradation concept. We'll have confusion now. So then we'll upgrade. That's what I am saying. It should be very clear. Anything if want to do in our database server, application owner approval plus my manager approval is compulsory. This versions, everything is decided by the application owner only by taking inputs from the vendors. Okay, I think the overall story, I think maybe it is clear, I think, right? We have last point we have to see. We have different teams are there in the organization, like application team is there. We have seen just now here. Windows team is there. Network team is there. Storage team is there. Planning team is there. Like this here, different teams are there in the organization. Okay, the teams will discuss in the tomorrow's class. After that, we'll start with SQL Server. But briefly remember, SQL Server is one of a RDBMS product, relational database management system. Okay, through which which we are working with. Second point, remember, latest version is there 2019. SQL Server 2019 is our latest version. Third point, remember, to connect and work with SQL Server, we are using one tool called SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. This you can install in your laptop actually for practice purpose. I will show you how to install from scratch. No need to worry. Okay. Right. This SQL Server Management Studio is it. Through this, we can connect to the server. We can start working with the server. Here, like in SQL Server, major advantage is there. Graphically, you can do some things here directly. Graphically. Or by taking new queries here, by using commands also, we can work with here. Both the options are there. By right clicking graphically, you can work with in real time how you want, or through command also we can work with. Okay. Yes. See here, if I want to see with which version I am working with, the simple command is it select @ version, execute. See, it is showing. Okay, Microsoft SQL Server 2019. See here, this is our server name actually. FRRIT is my system name. LIC loans is our server name. Okay, LIC loans is our server name. Okay, so like this here, by running the simple command, we can check here like with which version I'm working with, what is the server name. Okay, LIC loan system name / server name. So in this server, how many databases are there? See, always remember after typing the command, we have to select and execute. I will show you how to install SSMS everything from scratch. No need to worry. Okay, don't worry. Yes, check here. Like, yeah, these are the databases are there here in this server. Their sizes, some other details are there. Okay, so that is like simply we can connect to the server which may be there somewhere in the network. Server may be there anywhere in the world. Server may be there anywhere in the world. We can connect to the server. We can start working from here as a DBA. Okay, so through IP address also we can connect. With static IP also we can connect to the server. I will show you. Port number 1433 is the port number of SQL Server. We'll discuss later. Understood, right? What is the purpose of SSMS? SSMS is a free tool which we are using regularly to work with SQL Server as a DBA. Okay, right. Let's see, we'll conclude the session. Once again, we'll continue tomorrow. First point we have to understand, as a SQL Server DBA, our job is maintenance. Okay, database and database server maintenance is our job. Second point, remember, like our regular activities are there: monitoring and troubleshooting. Monitoring and troubleshooting, regular activities. Then third point we have to understand, we have different teams are there in the organization. Like every application is managed by some application owner. If we want to do something in our database server, tomorrow patching, anything, application owner approval is compulsory. Okay, then fourth point here, to connect and work with SQL Server, we have SSMS tool is there. Last point we'll see, tomorrow we'll continue. In SQL Server, we have two types of working environments actually. One is a standalone environment where we have single production server. Second one is cluster environment where we have group of servers. Group of servers. So here, see, right now I'm working with this server, LIC loans. It is not a cluster, it is a standalone. Means what, in the background, single machine is processing all the queries. Okay, so yeah, we'll continue again tomorrow from here. Okay, tomorrow I will show you some teams in the organization. After that, we'll start with the SQL Server step by step. Okay, right.